All right, you guys, this is Heavy. He is a good boy. His teeth are very bad. I don't think his teeth have been floated in a very, very long time. But we did get the bow saw, so we have these nice bow saws that Britton made. Go ahead. This one is nice, and it looks super fancy. I didn't have to hold him, by the way. I just was giving him cookies. It was not a necessary to hold him thing. Oh, sorry. There we go. Okay, wiped his eye. So this is Heavy. Go ahead. Heavy is a super nice 12-year-old gelding. They said that he's done ranch work and that he's been roped on. And they said for the last year he's been turned out, and that due to financial issues, they've had to sell him. So they did not sell this horse due to lameness. They did not sell this horse due to him being bad. They sold him simply because of financial burdens in their own life. So they said that he is probably not for a complete beginner rider. He's never had any buck or rear up, but they just said that he would be good for somebody with a little bit of experience. Nice. Really wants to stop in the bow saw. The reason we put the bow saw on him instead of a bit is because his teeth are so bad that when I went to put the bridle on him, he very clearly had like sharp teeth. So I went ahead and felt them, and I actually cut my own fingers with his teeth. I'm bleeding. That's from his teeth. So his teeth are so sharp on the inside. I mean, I'm bleeding in 3 fingers. This is from me checking his teeth. So, I mean, when I tell you his teeth are sharp, it's very bad inside of his mouth. So, I don't think he's going to lope in here. But I don't think he's going to buck either. Have you ever seen those camel jockeys, like the ones that actually race the camels and the arm is going 1,000,000 miles an hour? That's what you look like. You look like Brittany even. Like, wah! She whips the fastest I've ever seen.
But like her hand never moves. She's just like, wah, wah.
Yeah. But I went to feel this horse's teeth and slid my finger in his mouth like this. And just his top teeth caught my hand. I mean, I'm telling you, I was gushing blood. I was like, holy shit. I'm bleeding in 3 fingers from checking his teeth. And Charlie was like, are you kidding? And I'm like, no, I'm gushing blood. So, I mean, this horse has got to have his teeth floated. There's absolutely no... Let him take a step forward. He's just bound up. He doesn't... Yeah, I'm going to have to pour alcohol on it for sure. Debbie, that's right. He's a nice horse, and he does have a good handle. He turns both directions. He just doesn't want to lope in here because he's scared, and I don't blame him. But he doesn't have any buck. Like, I mean, she's tried to him on out, and... This is definitely not a... Good boy. Good boy. Just let him stand right here. Come here. I gotta go. He's like, I don't know about this. He is a good boy, but I'm telling you, his teeth are terrible. I mean, to the point that he won't hardly let you even mess with his mouth at all. I mean, he does let you mess with his ears, and we bridled him okay. It's not a... It's his mouth. Like, just trying to be around this horse's mouth at all. Just watch. Like, he won't hardly even let me get his... Like, he does not want anything to do with me getting around his teeth. So, something has happened to his mouth. I don't know what. But I can't... But I can tell you that I'm bleeding from it. Whatever happened has now hurt me. But he's a beautiful horse. Leave that on him. I'm going to take a picture with it. Drop the noseband. I think that's a pretty... I think that thing is pretty on his head. Yes. Take it. Here, let's take the cavison. We put the cavison on him because we were going to bridle him like normal. Will you slip it off? Anyway, he's a super nice horse. Sound. Wants to be really good. Wants to handle good. A little bit unsure of why we're riding him inside the barn. Like, not super sure, but... Yep. You can unbuckle that in the back. Okay. There we go. Yeah, no problem. Will you step back on him and ride him back down, back and forth? Yeah, no problem. I mean, the horse is absolutely not a problem. As far as my hand goes, I was trying to check his teeth, and it just went bad. It just went bad when I was trying to check his teeth. It was not a... It was absolutely not a... It was, yeah, he didn't mean to bite me or anything. It was actually not a bite mark. It's where like paper cuts. Like when I ran my finger in his mouth when I was coming back, a bad tooth caught my hand and actually cut my finger open. He's a very pretty model for this bow saw. So this is heavy, and they said that he is a 12-year-old. Was it 10 or 12? He was 10 to 12. Anyway, 10 to 12-year-old ranch gelding. They said that he's been roped on, he's been used for ranch work, and he's not been ridden in a year. He's just been out in the pasture, and they sold him only because of financial obligations on their part. And he does have a brown eye and a blue eye. They're beautiful. All right, next.